Effects of Blue Light by Ben Smith. Did you know that the largest amount of blue light actually comes from the sun? When people think of blue light, they mostly think it is something they can just get from a digital screen, but in this case, it is not. One thing that is tricky though is that if you have too little sun exposure, then it could stunt the growth of young children. Did you know that blue light from the sun regulates the time you fall asleep and the time you wake up? This might be the reason you fall asleep and wake up at the same time every day. That is why blue light is a difficult thing we have to deal with. So after talking about it, what even is blue light? According to BlueTech, blue light is only a color in the visible light spectrum that can be seen by the human eye. Short but high energy wavelengths collide with air molecules, and that is why it is something you can never get away from. It is everywhere around us, and that is usually why the sky appears blue. It is almost like a flickering light, and when you look at it for too long, your eyes start to get tired, and that is the most common cause for loss or weakening of vision. Blue light can be a major damaging factor to your eye, and it can also be a scary thing to deal with because of how much of it we are exposed to. It is one of the few things that can actually reach a person's retina, which makes it dangerous because it can lead to damaging the cells in the retina. Only 1% of UV rays can reach the retina, and blue light can. You can actually stare at the sun without sunglasses, and the rays from the sun won't reach your retina. That just shows how powerful blue light really is. Excess amounts of blue light can also cause many diseases such as cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, says Harvard Health Publishing. When viewing blue light for so long, it reduces the amount of melatonin a person's body produces. Lower amounts of melatonin make for a high risk of cancer. Does that mean that you should never look at anything with blue light ever again? No, because it is almost impossible. Like I said, it is almost impossible to avoid it, but there is a right time for it. According to Harvard Health Publishing, since blue light reduces the amount of melatonin it can cause bad sleep habits. Blue light at night is the worst time to view it, especially about 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. They actually make glasses to block the excess amount the eye can see. In most cases, they allow your phone to have a certain setting where you can minimize the amount of blue light coming through your screen, and it is recommended. Where can you get these glasses? Blue light glasses are available on Amazon for only around $35. Doctors only recommend wearing them when you look at a digital device because those are what mostly disrupts your sleeping cycle. Sun exposure is good for your health, so you don't want to block that out like you do your technology. Blue light is one of the most common things that people have to deal with today because of the rapid growth of technology. According to Blue Light Exposed, more than 60% of the human population spends more than 6 hours a day on a digital device. Cell phones produce extremely short wavelengths, and the shorter the wavelength, the more effective the blue light can be because of the energy it produces. That is why an assumption can be made about your eyes going bad when staring at a screen for so long, because digital devices can be so effective when it comes to vision. Almost every electronic screen has LED, which is a form of blue light. Along with the negative things about blue light, there are also some benefits one can receive. According to Prevent Blindness, blue light can actually be beneficial. Blue light is actually needed for good health. It can help with things like alertness, memory, and moods. Not enough of blue light can be bad, but too much can be bad too. One question people might ask is, what is the difference between natural and artificial blue light? Natural blue light comes from everything that doesn't involve technology, while artificial blue light comes from things like phones, tablets, and computers, which are forms of LED. The biggest and best source of natural light is actually from the sun. In conclusion, blue light is something that is everywhere around us but doesn't get talked about that much. People need to recognize how harmful it can actually be if used too much. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and obesity are a few things that nobody wants to live with, and I'm sure there are more effects than just those. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have related to blue light. What questions do you have?